Yo, ya mama kwa eba patriotic agenda jumadie de bia yedi e wo movement bi untumi radio. Na ye live untumi online uko Facebook ye twagu ho den uko movement bi so YouTube ye ho den. Na program no every Wednesday, Thursday, Friday any yes program we. Na program no topic ankasa na titiri ankasa ye chairman untumi the incoming national chairman dodo na afre no chairman untumi Bernard Entwubosi akon ono no dwumadie ene ye ba bedi ni ahwe ekwan a MPP amanekuo no ebetimi edikan because say baby adu no 2028 na akwai edahoma MPP amanekuo ntisi enya chairman papa obetimi lead party na ebe hayen because ohwe enoma NDC amanekuo ni eye sese dia na that means 2028 ni de enkunimdie aba amayen ntisi enya nipa papa ana obi animu odu ana obi a ofre dom otimi twedom a ebe hayen and na bebre kase chairman untumi the best chairman a ebetimi abo MPP amanekuo no na me amedi dwumade ye from na bodu ba dodo na afro na bi me ni nua ketwa mwat Ofori-Atta ena edidi sa nkomo ye anase ye be yes program bi ana enoma efa chairman untumi hu bia no ye ba beka mwat
nana
bibia bokode
ya me hu nipa mobo bi
ene so ya sa trance
nokre
ene de migiri se oja ebeba papa
se janso ba
ene oja beba papa because enoma nkrofo bi person say party no ena enoma na chema untumi fam no afa ne yehu nkrofo ko mo sha ase
sawo
yes na ebeba ho
right
na eden na eko
nana mama ntin se mienu emfiri ho na yenka yahwefo ne etiefo nso se Movement TV dwumade Patriotic agenda YouTube onsa betumi aka Movement TV untumi radio sarans na YouTube ho anso no untumi TV onsa beka dwumade na fi Facebook no aye untumi online like comment share na ma adofo nyina anso no ensenka bi na ma ahwefo nso ente ase se eye nanabi ene moat etumi atenase
professionals
ye de ensem ne ebegwa nana ensem mienu bi ewa ha baako emu ye were mma me pa na yisi Honorable Sam George ene ne wakasa no o se omo a etonton kube no tiwo baby e ni kani
kube no
coconut sellers and 3 times more than bank tellers. So why are we not taxing them? If ya beji omo eton kube
coconut for no
kube for George
udi man konti a wakasa
uto udi kube bo sisi
say ACDs
ebi moton 7 ebi moton
8 okwa hospitals be bra 8
baby kra ye 10
sa na uni me adekonti asa de no all can
chire mo chire me
also say no kube no ensuo no amanfo say yare
yeah
and I say a lot of people eto kube ensuo na na omo de line magum omo say omo say yare pa ye na ye num bi
yeah
it ono Sam George na hu say say no kube no
enya bo
ena ni dwaba because obitimi fa wheelbarrow be emma within a seconds na asa
yeah
it's a normal na oka no ofi say ye je tax ebeboa but obi buza say omo ton normal on the constituency no bodwa for no wakwaje omo tax na
eno so ya asem se
what to asem so
enti Honorable Sam George say sa na tie dia enei no wodi wo mo eton kube no etoto bank tellers a ewo ho na na chese kube efo no amo eton kube no enya sika no mmoho miensa sen omo eye adwuma bank tellers no inti o se ne sa na tie de ade na sa nkrofo no yanje wo moto inti eno eye nsem ne bia ode abebomu ena Honorable eye Dr. Anthony Insia Asare yeah wono eye co-chair NPP Policy Committee on Health wode ababe to dwa se o se enei no asuaye ahwe apomudin ensem so no Honorable Kwabra Minta Akando eda ano no o se sa asuaye na hye na ase no eno kura aka ho ena nei no yapomudin ensem yentumi entrase enipa bebri ana se health professionals wo ho omoye expert what must here kwanya Honorable Kwabra Minta Akando efa so handle ne ema no ma even professionals nankasa kra na omoye expert a yenim so omu dwumadie no eye very sensitive omoye ade woni ema bi ho no o kire mu a enei won nyina no won kwan so eda asane mu esan enei ne Honorable Minta Akando ene na so eye no so nana ensem ne de edoso ena Charles Owusu NPP Charles Owusu Tescom my main fan to just say we petition NPP amanyokuo no
for the bad there
honorable Kennedy Japan then some work can any
Sansemina
in the finally Charles Owusu a petition party ne say party ne constitution e wo ho ensem a ese se we amanyokuo ne ba ehia se wo kan edefa amanyokuo no ho ebeboa no ogidi se honorable Kennedy akomprekwe Japan ebuso enu nti ese mpanifo tena ase na omoma disciplinary committee no ehwe na asotwe bi e wo ho no omode ma no so officially yenya Charles Owusu a from Tescom NPP amanyokuo mu wetumi a petition the national hierarchy of the new Patriotic Party as far as honorable Kennedy akompreko ene is concerned nana ensem mienu we ena medebema ahwefo ehwe Patriotic Agenda live on Movement TV WONTUMI radio on YouTube WONTUMI TV again on YouTube and I think so Facebook ne eye WONTUMI online nana ensem eda ho no
Mwat yabeda wase pa mene mia miko your friends the host Mwat ene didi nkomo na Mwat
nana
ensem na boboba no ho se yanhwe ne ya ebia ya no befum
no kore
ena bebi a party na du no yepe enkabom
no kore
ba enkabom na yepe no akwese ebi mu didi agoro ana enkabom na yepe no ebi mu ayo madwen se omode omompese party ne ho beto no
okay
se so hwe ebi a party ne eko see you start a polling station you start a electoral area ye eko constituency yenhye dantin nsem bia
no kore
ba won nsem a yewura Kennedy Japan edi atum
sure
ayo obi busa se Kennedy Japan eye party ni a edu ba bia yenum bi no aya ne ye doubt kakra so yenim so ye party ni but edu ba bia na ye doubt kakra
okay
because of say obi enu o mpe nokore it is okay say wo de wo pe nokora manti no wo the youth for no na oku ama omo a obi akasa kuma youth for obi akasa kuma youth for yenim se wo yire a ono ne nam no onya ye man na friends appointment anameboa se ohwe street light na wo nyina ye de nyina contract ni nyina e ma na yire MPP nkrofo ben na oyire efa wo yemfa no nto nchen yewura the president former president John Ajekum-Kufo enura ye kaye obaye hwe contracts ayade mawo ebia na me enya bi Mwat enya bi o nanso ye party fo etedu ba bi na ye kasa ni ya nhwe ni ya ebia na ya no etia but ye no bi de ye be prefer say
ye be kan okre na kire mu
yes na de wo kasa June July no 27th no ensema obeka no
2027
ose 2027 mo da bi ose June July 27th
of July
July ya
ena
say you
June mu ne yawe
eti member say June mu 27 e ko no nyina
ena afi
obeka nsem but ye be sro say ewa ensem na obeka ewa for bra animu
onya ne ntem
for bra animu na ka ne ntem na edebe ade na won kan ya yenhu ye edebe ade na won kan ya yante ye yankasi yenim se wow nipa na one ne dam o body a one ne nam a na oye adwuma ma wo e ka se ono na kireche ma wontumi fie se enko kireche ma wontumi eno na je se wo hya ase ana obi bebusa wo se onipa na oye adwuma ma wo no a oka se ono na kireche ma wontumi fie eti enko chi no ni hashib na kireche ma wontumi efam no yaw ana bitterness ana say friends jealousy ena wo de yesa mesre JFK kodua mesre party executives mesre mianka me ma asobayere mesre mpanifo se enuma na ekoso no ye de yankasa bebre ana yanka se ye kasetia yewura onumnyamfo Kennedy Japan ye nyesa but baby o de party ni ko no ye mani hu se ono nya be man che party no Yama Kennedy Japan who say onye bema enche party no. Party is bigger than ono Kennedy Japan. It's a no man was starting you know. Ye one. It's baby or say obeka edu so obeka on fam rantem. Ye rantem no nka ni ye hu because yati abre enyo nko na ye party ni. Oko police station a ebi mo ku ho ebi mo ye adwuma aboa party no. It is a who do sika aboa party na eno nche se gina baabi na ye se wonko na aboa party no what
nana
se wo betimi aka bibi afa ho because no man na Kennedy ye no in fact jam yenu enye
nana won say da bia da ya na betena me ka sansem hu asem say empempen so NPP aba bedu ene eye aban ya wote so kwanya wo fa so obu Ghana aban dwa no na nka me expect say yakọ elections ewie ni adi nkuguo ni asan so akọ elections ni akọ yi ye frank atuni a obedi yanim for 2028 general elections ama frank atuni no so afi akomapemu adwenpemu odoni nkabom ekwan so enemu the lives of honorable Kennedy akompreko honorable bright champon honorable kwabre Japan o say ye wedutwum won oni wo mu nyina akọ abatro edi dwumadi ahye omonsa nana na ye hwe se omobeye ede aboa na di nka bomu aba no nka nsem ati se no me kwabena metiye nana no kure nyame na me expect what must say afari hospital ya enam so ma honorable aba be kasa ai ne no o kire se enna edi anim na afekura de ne o be ka echen we no nana baby ayadu ene kwanya aban we etoto papa so no nka nya nsem bi sei ene bri we mu na esese NPP amanyoko after mako elections awie na welusu a conceded defeat in good faith. We fi akomapemu agi atumu. E de ebe mbiem na aka. Nana what must say? Eye unfortunate comment. Me de me medi na attempt to send ye wundi na attempt no what must say? Ye mekasa entia no. But ne ye pese ye ma honorable ene na pamfo ne obi bia waka bia oye pani wo NPP mu enya ntiase ne se se mo NPP se ne mo wa komapa emma Ghana no ya expect mo se mo beda ne ye ya sei no edi a kire yen what must say se ne mo ba ban mu a musi a mo boa Ghana no ene emprempren nya ne ene ekoso emma global index report aba betoja se asumudwe under this administration what the toto nana adodanko ekufuado ene moa NPP for bra mo wa ban mu emfie nwotwe na mo de no eyese emprempren John Dramani Mahama ne na ben no nka nya sa abrewe na nana mo beka ensem ati say you what must here
what
enti amanyokuo no enipa bebre wo form a omoye adwuma mo nso mpanifo yi de ye betumi aka de yensesi ye bo se enya mamo no mo benefit more than the grassroots people na mo fight for no
sa pepe
enti say grassroots for no kra no emeka nsem a ano ye hye de a eni adan na mo de mame what must here mo na mo kan nsem say na yanya ye wo form ne yenka den
what mamenka no krepa say eno na meka say Kennedy Japan party na nya wo de party MPP ni bia dia ebi kura me ba Crystal Bekro ya akura no party na eye ne dia because oye party adwuma eti ye besrew ehunahuna no ena mu behu de meye ena mu behu nsem ameka no yate abre ehu hia obi odo party ne enye de wo ye no because say one wo se grassroots na wo ko ama anase youth na wo ko ama MPP youth na ewo mu no so mo te sansam na wo kankra o mbedi yaw
ye hia momo mpanifo no mo nka
because
bom
mo amese mo kan bom na grassroots ni kwa bom no wo na wo to na wo ka na say me what de metimi aka say enuma chema wontumi ekom no metimi aka say ebi o ka ho bi
well me ni that is why no
me say ebi a metimi aka say because o say the abronye eye no obekire ne pa emre bi o kan bi share brand say chema wontumi so be ma chema wontumi ehu obekire chema wontumi it is say no MPP man NDC man ko no eba power ekọ 1.5 years ni it unhu bibia mfomso bia ewo NDC aban
1.5 prade so metwa if you ombugu so ano
it unhu mfomso bia ewo a friend say friend say NDC aban
ni
na wo ti wo na wo kan nsem etia party no masa edu ba bia de wo kan ni na yate abro we are telling you we are fed up of Kenya Japan. Open party ni jai because a go for a bridge party no, but party ni siye. A go for a bridge party no, party ni siye. Na nya fe na me match mo beti nsema beka nipa obegu na nimu ase no. Even up to now ye kasa yi. NDC for chichi MPP for. Eti enye de oba beka ni biom no e de be chichi NDC MPP for. De oba beka no waka ni nyina wie. De aka na wo pese o ka no. Kanentem ni yehu. Adan. Onko na party ni odia. Onko na wo sika. Onko na wo sika o party ni mana. Ana onko na wo bo party ni. What?
Nana. Near media mechanic say honorable ma adwobro enye den emra. Every way mo no party manu hiam panifo no enka bom rather than ensem a edem papa mu be. No kra nyame anim ne me momo de sansem we de say me dwen ho na metena ase a nana menti ase because ma anticipate say honorable besan so aba kan nsem a edinchi wahyew pati ase ebeba wo bra na yennim se amanyokuo ni mma efom abato ne ade ekoso a edin kabomu eye den eba what ma say na all of a sudden sa comment we eni ne edi akire no so eye den eba minim se onimode ena emfedodo a ode aye NPP adwuma asom party no enye ono nko na asom from omampani kufu abreso na omo hyase ya bedu na na adoda nko kufu ado ne Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia abreso ansa no obesi ginan se obeba abe ono so owo akwanya anase nisu ade hu se opese odi president ntino obeye no nana I think say honorable esese onya abotre honorable Kennedy Akompreko onya abotre media te se ne okan ye no mi nyini ya kura mehu se Dr. Rekun Brobe ekote ne party amfa adani ya alanchire manten afafranto amfa so honorable ma obia enye den manipulate no anase obia endeda no na ne modern bo ne suma wasum enionyam anwanya no ono ankasa entoto nase onimo de mo bi nye ni yodium what must say because enei obetumi abeye patron of the NPP party ubetumi abeka council of elders who adachi yebeba wonchi abegi agenkire na se wudi nipa bi achi na utoto ho ase a modern bo a wabo emfedodo a wode asoma manyokuo ni nyina no sabi ayemo anan and I don't think say honorable Kennedy Japan a man of his caliber ebetena se no amankrofo manipulating I am not saying say nkrofo na manipulating no but no ankasa oni ni tibua enkoda no anhwe na ho fama ode amanyokuo no ne contribution to amanyokuo no emfi a wode asom sabi ontumi nkan kire obi ase on benefit ye emfi aban mu what must say efi o mampani kufu abreso ebedu adani enu nti mamma obia ma ne bere no enye kwa ekina ye bebo ni din no ne ye ka makom ye bebo ni din no ne ye ka makom because maybe me medina te me meka nsem a ano ye hye emfa nche no oye me wo fa mepe oye mpapa mepe oye babusu apani a mepe ye pese ye recognize no edene ka owura JH Mensa no ne mpanimfuo bi a abakwa ye bo mu din a what you say enkrofo to wo mma no ono so esese ye to ne ba e wa amanyokori mu nti ye besere no onhwe na oma obia e ma ne bere
what
e wa amanyokori mu no sebe enkoye nkwase asem
what me no de me hu ni se obia ni ho anebu afu e na okan yentimi nkasa entia eye Kennedy Japan but onkan hu se enuma na oye no what the party na kuma edi agoro
enu nti na make us
so because enuma na ekoso de enuma na oka no se open the truth obia ni on the truth eti tama na wo aban ni mu na enuma ekoso no
yeah
wanka ho asem wakwa kensi eti se ka wo wi ni ya ka de enuma ya obe ya na eti ye besere ne se ni die ni obuom so odo party na ye besere no ne nsem ka no obi anka se mane nkasa ana obi anka se mane nkasa entio because MPP amanuko no bebre wo ma nyamyanu ne kure empanifo ni bi amboa
no kure
empanifo ni bi amboa party no ba anu nkire se time ye ye wo opposition a enkabom eba party ni mu no ni ye pese ye fa ye ntoma pafura no sa time na party ma ye din no a obi anka se entia party na as a party penit se wo Kennedy Akompreko Japan wo de sa no ma be to dwa na je say wo de ja na to party nim
no kre me de ne na ne me pese meka na me de manu si won nsem ne ho ne say wanya kwanya almost about 24 years and ode asom se mrahye begani ebesi adanu ya osi gina so oba for presidential race what must say wasom chese ne medi nkin aka no wasom onimode wahu enema bebre e wo party ni mu onhwe omampani kufuo no na onde wo mu nyina eba aban mu enne yi no wo mu nyina da so te ase eka nipa bebre a wo mu nyina asom amanyuku no ho no me the contribution me I don't think say me kwabra me busuani bi a contribute more than honorable Kennedy Japan when you talk of NPP enu nti na me ka say mesre ni bebre oma eya wo biara emfiri ni mu ne nkrofo a na one wo mo wo asen a o represent wom ema enam so afi mrahye begyefi na akwanya odi begina for sa presidential race a omo Ghana for asen akasa no onti ase se enipa ekasa ya eyi Dr. Mahmoud Bawomiya no wati ase omo jini tumu te sane ne nkrofo nso na owo asen no of wo sa abre no eto aba edema no no eye the same process ni bi na aye den akoso na nkrofo aye den akire o madwen what ma say intimidie obuo ni anidie kwan so mesre no na masan so asre ne biem se onka ne koma ento ne yem onti politics ase and I believe nso se oti ase woni mo nso so ati ase enti o ma ne asi enye te se afiansa na oba amanyo se mu a ebi nto ne da ebi enye den ento ne da yes onti sa na na se and I believe se oye ne sa ebeboa no for me mpani se obenyansafo yebu ne be yenka na sem ene owo mampani kufuo ne mpanifo bebre to learn from ase nyame eye na dom na ono ankasa ete niema ase no aka ne komato ne yemu a obetumi aye den asua niema bebre aka ho de ba adwenkyere adaache ebi ayenom so aye ba yi so ene mrante ne maba yi a ebe eye critical yakone nanso akwa akogye adwenkyere wo bi a ebre ebi a ebehwe mampani kufuo ne mpanifo bi a omo mfia ko animu no na omu ni ho no what must here and yes ebe ha me de mesre ne se waboa amanyokuo no enu nti oma yen recognize the contribution ewo NPP mu no enkosi afebo se echena onu nso oni ho ayede beka no rather than ne okiken ebe madaache ubebo ni din no na obi gira bejo ja ne wo kan
what
me de ne meka kire na
kasa bebre that ye hu se odumnyamfo honorable Kofi Chumbuafo
yeah
the incoming Greater Accra treasurer
okay
waba
yeah
na unim ade a mepe wono ho
ka kire me
oye obi a ho ne kasa eye boko
no correct
but ye kan adwuma
oye
me hu se Greater Accra ha no se ye nya obi ti se ono a Greater Accra ye sikasem
ebe ha pin on
because ye nim krofo a o ma betena so a o ma ye adwuma
yeah
but se unyo obi a oba as a treasurer position na onzo ho no ye sikasem o
no correct
eti wenye obi a ne background no eye saade na
yeah
ebetimi a ha party no
no correct
e na de emi de say time odi ba esu e time party no ekọ ahonyehiem ye hia sika
no correct
yetimi di be Greater Accra
bra.
because the Greater Accra no 5 seats per 34 seats no 5 seats per
Greater Accra yes oye eyisia so ye janka so ye kunafo nyame pe ne mprimpri what you say
enti no say me mom de me mete say urban in fact I was very happy
sure
say Greater Accra betimi afa ne to mapa afura ye nim omo no mo challenge de me to me hu obi asa o challenge no
okay
de minim say Kofi Chumbuafo na manfo ebo ni din
meni ona bo ehia ebribi ache na menkai we exactly sabre na me benya ne contact ache papa enti wo ka me hu eye flyer no na say hey me gidi se ne bra ne onabo Kwadwo Chimbuafo mekai ono na ma me ye awe say ono wo NDC na onabo wo NPP mekai pa
ba onabo Kofi Chumbuafo de NPP no wo papa
oh yeah
de o ka de nhede nim sa
we onabo Kwadwo Chimbuafo
me de me ka ne say
in terms of communication o me ni na very
that unim say in terms of media na nkaza no okutamu
onimu
it no me ebe me de say as a treasurer now say media background
sure
it is say unya nkrofo a no mbe ya adwuma ebetimi aboa
no correct
je me ka so ati ase
very well
it no what by dey yama ne trance
na
ye wonsem bebre yebusa no yebusa say enkran ha na waba no ana obebedi treasure no aha ye nkranfo kuro so tin kran yo so tin kran
ona bo wankran
Oh, there be say we have a deep position, but no one grind.
What pa? Me ni match papa.
Yaman interest
na ono abet na sin not na se ya. Obe pensen save. Yeah.
Yaman interest. Yane mene mwat nyankasa mi ko host na edidi nkomo no. Na enne yenya opani kase. Oba Greater Accra. Penny baako a oba eye treasure eye sikasem si de kwan a eye MPP amane ko ni sikasem mbeye yi no yenya no ha. Na ne pese busa ne bebre se ekwan be so na obefa obeye nhyehyɛ ama MPP Greater Accra no yesikasem aye dwumadie we patriotic agenda dwumadie a opese ohwe bi ana opese ohu ana so opese o share ma obi a okọ untumi online a ewo friends Facebook a ye wo honom okọ movement TV a YouTube a ye wo hodendende na dwumadie we chairman untumi the incoming national chairman untumi dwumadie ye die na ose sa dwumadi a ye die ma no enye ono nko na ye party ni chema untumi se enye ono nko na ye party ni party for doso party nko for doso it obi opese oba eye movement untumi radio na opese okasa no ye ma ne kwan ne ma ne nkasa na ononyamfo Kofi Chumbuafo papa professional man 100% man ope obi a momo mana ye ka momo asa wote ase momo mana Kofi Chumbuafo na watra se de ye ne bedidi nkobo ne abusa no adekronti a opese obeye treasure ma MPP amane ku no ede ba ade no hu ye ede ba ade no oteye ede ba ade no opese ode boa eye MPP amane ku no o Greater Accra na watra se de ye ne bedidi nkobo the incoming Greater Accra treasure Kofi Chumbuafo me makwa ba
yeah
na onwa ye fe
nyame
sawo
nyame
yes sure
so nyame
one trans kura na o picture ebo ho no comment any friends message aba no use be 5 message bi dem repam e be kan ni nyina na bibia boko de
nyame andom na dawroma
sa
bibia dede
na bibia o free so e
onso o dede se uju nyame di na chese wadi nyina
sawo
tiania na midi dimeni
nyame na oji ne di nti na opese obeba treasure ma Greater Accra na
enye no nko adwuma minnim nyese bi jedi adwuma mai
no de we kra de nche da ma oba we entete ho
sa etete wona ene ebeng di asem
sa
adwuma mai na akanfo eni bebia wa Ghana ha ofre bi se ayebi da ayebi boaf ni mi din ebo ayebi da na adwuma mesua na makohu school na yese mesua na me de homa na to ho adwuma maye party fumpefu nyina be testify se adwuma maye bi da na me ye nso me ye no soronko omo jitu mu no bi ehu se adwuma metmaye nti me feel se onyame ama me chebre bi a na wa ma akonya bi a metumi ye na this time around na akonya na nyame yi a kire me se esem so me baby.
Okay, e better was pa ye ne eye incoming treasure Greater Accra Kofi Chumbuafo ene yedi nkomo no na e tiesim honorable baby a opese udi treasure no unim baby crowd region crowd
Me pacho you
eye Henfa region
a Greater Accra region
unim se enkranfo so na dominate wa pa
me pacho you
enkranfo so chrome no
you nti before obe tuaso no me fama konya isu na makankran kasa kakra
enu nti na me ba ho
na ne nti amekankran kasa no kosa ha woni asase wura wonkru ewo mpenye fe nye fai ke ni me ke na me ke wulu meme ni mufia moni yoga minda nyesi ake ahami opportunity ake nkeba kenye ba wi si asoche miega eni je ga boy fi kwabenya I went to live with my parents in Ablekuma. From Ablekuma we left Ablekuma and went to live in Klotekole. From Klotekole we went to live in Okaikwe South, which is Foyo. Foyo, we stayed there for quite a little while. If you wanna, maybe say call Ayawaso West Wangon. na I was so West Wagon, Hono Yamishame, na me san call school e won ka ha our friend Tama secondary school.
Tomaso.
Timinim ho nyina. Timede ohwema I was so West Wagon de. Matra from 1976.
But I know you want me kura.
But on menselo no. Matra from 1976. Inti maybe me from ada sisia me kasa. Ni I was West Wagon.
Oh, okay.
Ti eyen krankrom ha de. Ha kakra. Me kese me nim ha, me kese me happy ya. Na ma ya won. Ha na metra ya femi mu frase. Na me kete.
Okay.
Na ma hwemo na meji eye MPP party na echi. Na me hu se krankrom ha no. Ne me pi anto etochim. Etuma ma ye na me nye national officer. Na me communication specialist. Etuma me ye and me hold the national officer. Party painful nyina be jetu. Kukudam from 2012. Kukudam and what party no spearheaded then by Jacob Ojebe. May he so rest in peace. My dear father, he's in rest in peace. Including the lives of Sir John, Mr. Free, then the other national treasure called Esther Ofori.
Okay.
With Fred Oware.
Okay.
I went there up to them one day when I was nobody in the party, just a communicator. I'm a kasa, kepchi, kepchi, mekankran, mekabrofo. I'm catching was one of my konya. I'm in Copisca, my party. We were in opposition.
Okay.
Samen na MPP mono, I think we were in opposition.
Mebaho, but we say me who foundation like CDA party no, ubo rem, CDA party no, Juma why your party name, and position like Ufre Henfa. A day and a ma or best support to party no, and then see I mean no case. Obi bisa say kofichum boafu on a wire. And na kofichum boafu no constituency ben and owo. And na kofichum boafu no all ba for treasure no. The constituency owo no a support no say omra treasure no and san ya ba in general.
Okay. Well, kofichum boafu na meka mi obia mi anamtie mi onyame body. Nyame body.
You be so mood.
Oh, me do a nyame.
Nyame
e papa yi. Hata sure ne pe nyame. School na me kwan no. Me first degree am nyai in public administration, a bachelor's honors degree in public administration. I furthered on to do a master's degree in governance and leadership. Then I also went on further by studying at Harvard University, doing entrepreneurship in emerging countries. Inti me woni mi die makosua honhoma. Ne fe so my ye ho adwuma. Ama party ni mi hoda. Akra me kai tabana mo na me wo be as communication specialist for business development. Munyina mu share me at that time. Na mo bo my level of communication, the way I mean the kasa my MPP party now. We started kasa my MPP party ache. I have worked for a pro MPP party newspaper called the Statesman newspaper. The Statesman newspaper, I was a communication, I was the marketing and advertising manager. That means the content of the paper belonged to me and the circulation of the paper belonged to me. Yes, Ejumai Che, man, Ejumai Mufunyina Bo Mabaso. You we in the Mancasa Mikubu newspaper, our newspaper offend the focus. No one said, the focus newspaper, I own the paper.
Sir, I know not what they yet MPP Amanuku.
Yes, I was using that to help the MPP. We went to a communication meeting. Then my senior brother, Nana Akomia, they all decided, say, we had to Kubi our friend, the young Patriots, Richard Nyama, John Kuma, may he so rest in peace, my dear brother. The likes of Professor Doenum. So Nana Akomia said that they wanted to use my paper to back
the party.
what the young patriots are doing. So to publish the good works of Nana Akufo-Addo and also the good works of His Excellency, the President, ex-President John Jacob Kufuor. You sit here, Juma, born who they report the whole Ghana. If you do baby no crime online, na echo kwamano ni adina. If you wanna, and I'm paying for who say, see a pigeon. So they made me a senior communicator of the national communication team. And I'm sure I went to all the various media stations. There's no media station in this country that I've never attended unless the Volta region and of course the Brown Half region. There's no region be communicating here. Now Mecca no so any semi bomisrim na Mecca. Sema eda more internet so. Mo second time I maybe share more henny. Maybe temon na sena me ho defe maka krantire me timi mpie nkwachi nyame ko onyankopon aye madom. Semetia na me no rekasa na me ka MVP asema na yo nyame no aye madom. From there no His Excellency the ex-president Nana Akufo-Addo decided for his own apparent reasons and also the reasons from his courts to appoint me as a communication specialist for Ministry of Business Development. That's the
Akufo-Addo time.
Until from that time, until we Ministry of Business Development, they also appointed me again to the NEIP, which stands for National Entrepreneurship Innovation Program. Then I became the project and communication specialist for them. Right through the Ministry of Business Development. So what the presidential pitch? Yes. We can be no bombo.
Hey, not that means why you more party? Because then I'm say. Then Kofu be the head out to say, who is Kofi Chumbuafu? Who is Kofi Chumbuafu? It's a normal now. I'm very happy because baby Rebecca say, Kofi Chumbuafu the over him for no buy. Yeah, in the party or bad or part or bad bay. I was very happy say, and I'm very happy say, no man now bosono Ghana 40. Now Abrante be cross sending message. I say a friend of Ernest Johnson. The name so name na Ernest Johnson. I say, Mr. Kofi Chumbuafu deserve the position for Greater Accra as the treasurer. 2 hours.
And into Abraham, we had a presidential flagship initiative by Nana Akufo-Addo. Papa Wayebi, Papa. He was the first gentleman in the whole of Africa to develop a policy where we empower disabled people. Make our way around.
Now that means a diamond now you see my Kaya you for not Udimu Tintimai.
Kaya you a year Dr. Bahumia initiative. I can point my fingers to my chest that I'm a bomb with the whole Ghana.
Saka you for that.
Me picture you. A idea about Dr. Bahumia and it's a see win. Say Obi empower a year Nini and Muslim before. Bilim no empower on what the country you want so one goes here. This man came, picked up people from all walks of life. I was share near my Kaya, you know, I mentioned Adia Kaya in here. Kaya in the northern language, Ewo Dagumahon. Kaya means products. Somebody also near products. So when they descended the southern belt, they thought they came here because the grass, the pastures was green. Unfortunately for them, when they came here, some of them got into, they were disappointed. So they were carrying people's luggages, whatever. Now, in life, every person in this world needs to be given an opportunity in life. But when you give somebody an opportunity, the person is born to escalate and enhance his life. And that's what Dr. Bahumia had done. And I congratulate that man for that immense, it was not a policy, just intervene. Well, now, I get too emotional about this guy because I wouldn't want my sister or my relative, a female, to be carrying products in a. Now, what we do and from Kaya, and inti in Cranfo, young union. Whistle, worker in the plural language, no, singular, ye, you. So, what does a bear Kaya ye? These people were found sleeping rough outside. Sebi, maybe will know or Quabrangi, Nanako, aye, be not wow, no one nam. Dr. Woyan decided he will accommodate them and give them an opportunity to learn a trade, a skillful job, and fund them so that when they go back to their various places, they become what we call job creators and not job seekers. Never again. For the first time in Ghana, they had a Kai association. Aya, na young, we had the statistics of all the Kai people when I registered in Ghana. There were over 100,000 people. During the time of Baumia, we made sure that that thing never existed again. Because we were serving, we were giving them a service, but they were also appreciative because those services were going to be moved on to other people. So as one maker said, they are going to become job creators and not job seekers. That man Baumia, that is one of the most remarkable things he's done in this country. That we should not ignore it, not to be too partisan about it, but to encourage them to live better livelihoods. You see, Major, near Oye and say, they all led various various disciplines: beading, baking, hairdressing, so many vocational aptitudes. This is what Dr. Baumia had done. So Ghana needs a figure like him to pilot initiatives that make us initiatives. I mean,
but honorable,
very meaningful initiatives to power or to drive the country to a level of acceptance, and that is what Baumia had done.
Honorable, the person you bow treasure na o person udima a Greater Accra party no.
Yeah.
Oyibo bisa say enoma wa ye nyina no. Ama party no. They say ensema okeken nkrofo e ka say oh when they say oh your party ni so your party ni obetima ye adwuma no. Oyibo bisa say baby a mfie pani edu no ujiri say wo anwoden a obetima ye say adwuma no ama party no because they say party ni opposition ti ye nya obi a one owa kudro owa experience owa lobby skills a obetima dia pesika abre party na ebe ha adwen na sa wo hwe wankasa wo ho a e de na kire se adwuma no obetima aye because obeka say wo ye pani nti no e bia wo ye mre nti wontimi nye se adwuma
na wo hwa me mre
oh there be sana sa me de the nkrofo person wo kan na
America ma chiro baby. I have a lot of vast experience in lobbying for money. You see, what people need to ask me is what is the measure or what is the duty of a treasurer? The duty of a treasurer is not to sign checks. The duty of a treasurer is for you to mold up certain skills of lobbying. That is what I do. I have a marketing and advertising firm called the Crown Jewels Marketing. What we do is solicit for money. Which are Ghana. There's a lot of festivals away. A draft festival. I am the one who spearheads it. My age tells people to tell people that I'm capable of doing because I marry a lot of experience. And that is what I do. I'm good in lobbying for money, both internally and externally. And that is what some people don't understand, that you. Abi, let me tell you something which I feel that's the reason why, that's the most important thing here about Greater Accra region. Greater Accra region, once upon a time, we had 34 seats. Because of what we saw, the way Jerry John Rollins, Niaman Anya correct one can chroma. He molested that. Okay? So you find young ones within the NDC who never experienced or saw what the ARFC, the PNDC time. That's one of the reasons why I became a full-fledged, and I'm still a full-fledged MPP member. My brother, out of the 34, we dropped down to 21 seats. From 21 seats, we dropped again to 14 seats. Now, as I speak, we have 5. Why I want to be the treasurer is to make Greater Accra once again attractive. Well, Nina, it's all about finances. It's all about finances. Now, if anybody who watches me here decides for his own appearances, reasons, to pick up my strategy, that's fair enough. I want NPP to succeed. Bro, we have 34 seats. What I want to do by making it attractive, it's not by language. In Yakasa, all the 34 constituencies, I am sitting here. I've studied and picked up every strategy for every single one that I want to make a self-generated fund within every constituency to mold up the financial status of them. For instance, you see, Botiano Honum. English waka. There's a potential making money venture there that I am going to tap into their resources and make sure that constituency receives what he wants. You know, anyway, in Chile, Chile fish. We get people to go and work and bring and sell salt and even export salt. Where is the money going to? The money is going to that constituency. So I need to be able to identify all the 34 constituencies to find out exactly what is the potentiality of that place. Let me give you another side example. Maybe for West, America North, America East, where Shai Osudoku. They have a vast land over there. Now, Shai Osudoku, for instance, there's a lot of potential over there. They have a vast land. And guess what? Their soil is so good and edible for tubers, banchi, by here near them. So we go and collect about 50 acres of land. Now one dong, no one near Anton, near Manibi, near 5 fish, so that any money that comes from national or the regional, they have some money set up there to massage the figures. That is what we call financial and administrative management. You must have an experience to carry on like this.
Yes.
For instance, maybe a year interland I put down. We have so many resources. To me, sit petrol station, maybe 3 or 4. We are here for the I was always wagon. One day, maybe able to petrol. The money that is generated there goes directly to the constituency. So you need to mold up a strategy where you can resource this the constituency. That is what I am going to do for the party. Dr. Bahumia. So that a brain into me. So what we are going to do is that we are going to look for ways of generating funds for the party so that we can use that as a campaign strategy. We need to use that as a campaign. We keep waiting for the regional. You keep waiting for national. We need to be able to build up a strategy where all the 34 constituencies, we are all resourced and we have to match straight to win the governance. We need to win this election. By winning this election, I am telling you, I can point my fingers to my chest, okay, that I will be a determinant for the next election. Because guess what? When I win Greater Accra region, I've won the election. That is what I want to do.
Honorable, my name is Musa. Constituency treasures our more. And we acquire money secretaries for any issue.
Minim.
And now, sir, Omotano Bunya. And yes, I know who named dear, but if you only crown person can was it.
Oh, that they will be a trophy.
Oh, there be not trophy. We are excellent man, but and no maybe we have a BM penny for 1 person baby. But yeah, I all grassroots I who need dear. Yes, you can. Say no constituency no. Oh, by ye treasure a man Greater Accra. One and the best sign checks in Koyisika because a do baby no, not a secretary, a chairman no, a do baby and now treasures for no. I question you more free. Treasures for no, do baby, I question among come and call party in baby. it's as a greater Accra treasure na oba no. Oba a dena because you nim say only treasure for the be adwuma all right there. But secretary for chairman for but who position as a treasure no. Omo be treasure e constituency no. A day by day and now be church mo betimi omani betimi age adwuma na omo ye constituency.
And the me nasta but me femo kwara nzem. To be a treasurer, there's one thing that you should understand. You need to comply. You should be in compliance with the management and financial upstanding of Ejumanawian. My first thing I'll do when I become a treasurer is to mold up what we call a unity. And not to differentiate and say, me po yes, me po yes, me po ebi, I mean, now the sign of the checks is with me and my chairman. That's it. Now, to become a treasurer, question will be said, the minute to do one or be at to become a treasurer, you should be able to command or solicit money into the party. When you solicit money into the party and you become the chief financial director of the party, who decides for his apparent reason to sideline you? Who know this kind of most people receive OJ post na no ngatrase. I chumbuafu kofi chumbuafu. It's there ready. When I solicit money into this region, I am the financial financial entity of the party. When
because who na kope scan ba.
Nti wo trans na wan kope scan ma. So be to make a picture. Me kope scan ba na me make sure say me move party to a level of acceptance. That is the reason. So, let me re-emphasize that I'm not going to sign checks. I am going to solicit for money. So, when somebody who solicits for money and who signs the check, you want to sideline me? No, you dare not. Because we are pair. That is what I do.
Okay. It is as a treasure, Emma Greater Accra. Ebia region, ebia national. Emphasis come my. The Kwambe so. Na obetimi apesika de ma region no ammo de ye because national sika na ya na delay it e bia impromptu no as a treasurer the kwamba so na be fa obenya sika na de ma chairman and secretary no de ye
that is the work of the treasurer. That's the most important thing. I will go and solicit for money so that we don't run into dire straits. You see, Nanabi, when you have a treasurer who sits down idly waiting for money, you're not a treasurer. That will make me a very different person because I've done it before. I'm not going to sit down for you to give me some tokens or stipends or whatever and sana region aye. Let me give you a very not typical but very classical example. You have a family. It is your responsibility to look after your family. Am I correct? Yes. So when I sit here as my responsibility in the center of my family, decide, say me the ko peska me hwe me yire na me ma na me twen na say me se me miska. You're not the father. But yes, it is my responsibility as a treasurer to solicit for money, which I have done it. The party hierarchy recognize it. You can call Esther Ofori, you can call Fred Owine. He'll tell you that this man, yes, he's done it. I done it. I remember the day me catch Jacob Echebi. May he so rest in peace. Say, Mr. Otanga, I want to go out of the country and look for money. He asked Esther Ofori, are you sure he can do it? Esther said, yes, we need money. Let's give him the benefit of the doubt. That was in 2012. I left this country. At that time, I was doing my own little lobbies. I left this country. In 10 days, I brought money here. Millions of dollars.
For the party?
Yes. There are people, you don't call them now.
Oh, Patrick said, Jake time, no?
Yes.
Not party in his car.
Yes.
Not as a wood party in Intino. Uko pesika.
Me pacho you.
Not a bread party.
Me pacho you.
No more the
yes.
And now pesika na buy.
Pacho you.
Hey, and why you?
Master, you know there was a flag bearer here, which I have so much respect for him. He was the chief of staff of Jacob Echevi. Brian Champion, you call him now and ask him what I did. I'm mentioning names because you can ask Debbie. My papa is one of the greatest men in Ghana here. And what say is a young morning, we are saying, no quarry in need. You can ask Brian Champion, you can ask Brian Estefo, you can ask Fred Wine. I brought money here. Now, and no sad time new opposition. Until we be some city with watching our opposition bar. Right, don't worry, I'll preempt your stuff for you. And yes, sir, MPP party no. Nana B, we so MPP news, so we in this new party edokon. Party upu edokon. And until the why ye buy a lose election, I am young. Until make official buff. I want party and San no come. I want it back to its attractiveness. That's all I want.
Yes, you care and think about the party.
Yes, I do. I do. I care and I think about the party. And in respect of who you are, you feel you want to be MPP. Because you see, the style of governance, deepening up to transparency, we are not seeing anything at the moment. Yeah? Nana B, the MPP party is a capitalist party. There's certainly no doubt about that. We know that. But guess what? It is the most formidable party in this, even Africa here, where we have once upon a time, a gentleman decides with his cohorts cabinet meeting that they need to empower disabled people. They need to empower women. They need to empower students. This is an initiative from the Nekufado government with Dr. Baumia. So when we get a place like this, a gentleman like Baumia, to come back again and continue the policies or continue the initiatives of his Nekufado, we are smiling. All I'm asking MPP for, say, because Yankamuma into Mimpra. Yankamuma into Mimpra. It is Maka, and then let me be repetitive for my language, that it's a very attractive party. So what we do? We all need to come together and make it back attractive. So we can marshal ourselves and win the 2028 election. And guess what? It's never too late. This is the beginning. We need to start. That's it.
Obi send a message. But only Obi a friend Dada Joe.
Dada Joe. Me Dada Joe FP.
So Dada Joe be a born in some papa. Says born in some dia na da means no. In some na woka no. Nani eche ho.
That's it.
Now so hwa jama o aya was so central.
Oh yes.
Or born in some papa and some na woka no. Edim. Honorable ebeba ho. So patriotic agenda jumedi ayedi na oko movement TV a YouTuber ye wo honom oko wontumi online a o Facebook a ye wo honom baby biara enti wo hwa no wa share ma onwe bi na onwe bi ahwe bi na enne ye ne honorable Kofi Chumboafo enne te wa yedide nkomo enti ne se wo YouTuber o movement TV a no wa share dia ma onwe bi friends wontumi online no wa share dia ma onwe bi no ono so ahwe bi because Kofi Chumboafo e wo hade de obeka nsem party ne yehia sika party si enye sika amwa eye greater Accra ebe ha adwen pa minua ba ko ogira ho hwe menim eye ebi ono se ohia sika papa onama na sika ni botuma na aha no na treasure abaha na greater Accra de hu se yewia ebi Mr White ono obedidi nkomo honorable mamenko asemosu street
na ofre me honorable want to say about you
but see your personality are the wo
that's it
any adwuma wa ya ma party no
that's it
eno kire se me for honorable a because o timi ko pesika jeki time na o de ba ebia na wona na wo mpe sa MP ship ni eyi bi aka wo ka sa wo be kwa me jiri se nke betimi aboa ana me boa eti me for honorable a boni bia ni ho
o me nka se ba ye boni
but obi so busa se ensem na wo ka no eto aso na ade na wan fa sa nimdie we anko national na because ohwe national mo ba for treasure na ohu omo ba na ohu omo ye papa but in some na wo kan chese wadwe mu do it's identity na on fan kwanka national nanka unfa ndi dwuma emma party.
Okay, the particular question or beside me, let me answer very clear. Akra, in person me kai me ho ya. Maybe tell na ye ka we flag bearership contest first one. In the course of the time na yeri na me nya lorry kwanka ko shia kakra.
Wo ye party adwuma no.
Me pache you.
Na onya akwanhia.
Pache you.
No party adwuma ni.
Yes, me try lorry kwan. And taxi driver be no cry top speed. To overtake Benz bus bin. To me try lorry kwan no. Or the car no bomb. When onu when hume. Me so me hu. Ti me dey ache no.
Obi bebusa say empanimfo de ebia bu tu kwan a eti se kumase kwan mu du ba bia ebia bu hu aburo bia no bia no wagina wo ka no watwam no akoto bi enu bi na wo ya na say ere na accident ni
there be let me tell you exactly me can am dey show nyam because near to me no there be ebinime te se me nyam adum eye me nua ba bechi betu oye benku kakra ma me na because me papa krom eye kropon ekrapem na ma me ototo nam no ye free fine ti me cross road no kotobi na me akodi me sister benku
oh
nti me twa lorry kwam no and ona kind born and nti nyame ya madum within the last 2-3 years no why madum am to me nanto sebe nanka wentie manka menka atiasefo and nti eye national me who say me break akra with the 16 regions. But me the political strategy of it is that I want to win Greater Accra.
Okay, because you are in Greater Accra.
Yes. Pay for P party no kukudam. A friend of office, I catch me say, a juma me year in a so in 2012. Office and can make on national year. Okay. Me man Crawford Konya almost one course. Me ye juma. Na se me na region me ye na me ye ni ya. Wanga ne be pia me. Ti obi some question na.
It's nice oba treasure na oba make sure say woni di obenya national no aka abom etim ama MBB amanoko ni Greater Accra.
Precisely so. Pepe. Me be a be adwuma whoever they elect so me call na ngase maka sure say Akrachi. They feel say as treasure na bikoye. Yes, na me ho kwan na me koye. But a regional no you see, my father is still alive. And he tells me something that I cease not to forget. I cease not to forget. He says, don't create impressions of what you are not. Because certain people sit back and see a clear picture of you. And make you make them laugh. To ubi obaso obebaso nembe contestant omra.
No.
But they should not create impressions that they want to be treasures when they cannot do the job. I'm creating impressions of what I'm good at.
Once and I can say me show background no and ejuma waya MBB amanoko no obi wo ha o man position so onko pesika mra ya na ede he thought say ebi ono betra na party abre ni sika na wo yes aso a eku party no ete me hwe enoma wo trim ene de opese wo ya minji ni say Greater Accra fo ebetime de hwamo ena secondly minim nipa woni na eba ana dodo sen ena moye ena de na otiso first no obekọ bi ma na onko bi
o we yi achi we yi wakachi mi so onko bi ati Rahel no obeye ni bi nipa be ye bi ameni nyina. I will not sit here and condemn her because I haven't been given the books to read. Why in a family day? Why in a day? Where we also go bio or the Frank and Shamisa, me to America, I could defense. Meaning be a niasem. Niamina was in the NDC. That's it. And guess what? You see, I don't want to change my line of focusness. I say, wobble ball, bolly, abe, in your na ball no koha na nkwa that means you're not focused the ball is there and I need to chase the NDC out of power, I am going to do it. I will do it. And guess what? Mr. Man there.
Maybe so there, but no maybe enam mitrim. No maybe na mitrim pa.
Sir, yeah, bonnet.
Oh, there be also ni ye any na epe.
Precisely.
Se hwen nsema yewura Kennedy asate toto be ya. Na man gina mo na so a ebe ha adwen. So, cause so wo do party na, see the odo party na. Onse see the wo ka say okoji sika aba yi. Unko gina ba bia nkeka yo.
Debbie.
But yewura Kennedy say obo obi a kasa bebre ena edu ba bi a edu no say yankasa party ne be say ena 2028 no obaye treasure ema MPP amane ko no Greater Accra na wantimi anwi ni Greater Accra ye be kasa wadwuma nso ani eti say wo betra ho ama obi akasa against party no na oto da bi ye fa no nto nche no eye Rahel no so onko bi mu no on the position bi ansa wo wa anase so obi free ho no ma ope obi a ode ne ba ebetimi aboa wo hwa Rahel obetimi ata wachi say bra as a treasure and Greater Accra na.
Right. Very good question. Obetumi ontumi. The baby. But guess what? She will only support me because my kon nangasi. Me didn't paying, but my children ubu. Ni odo my kon nangasi. Being paying being.
Akwaje mpaibo.
Yes, makuji nyem paibo don't me.
Akwaje nshida.
Akwaje nshida. When in check, nam kaje se minu abia. Position now person kon edome kon abetu maye. Mam ni nshida. Ti ukase asema okay. Nyese bia ma sorry na me kokake Debbie. Akoni nchen.
Odi di ama no.
Dr. Baumia, the next president of this country. Owini Konho Ushirami. Biseni so kaime also adding kaime dodo. Makojeni shira. We call the first lady of this country, ex-first lady. Becky Ekufana. We call Kachemisi. Ofo say Meko bia the corner I don't wrong. And that was the most emotional part of the whole thing. Corner office or cantoners. Tia bon common mini meeting. Now, was a ni post joy saying. Of him, Chum, you should be part of the next government. You're good. Okay, anything maybe I hope. Timako Jinsha, one paying for chief of staff, because one name I may yes say when people to be quiet, and some could sit in share, who peer me, no one could do what's it then. And Drias Nahama Omusuro. It mean Yemen who send me pet, let me diminican Kumusuro. Send me bound and I say, no pajama, let me Husuro.
Honorable, once a Greater Accra, so buff for position.
Yeah.
Your empenimphobia or more Greater Accra or more NDC MPP4. Omo Greater Accra.
That's correct.
Say open position of Greater Accra as some common also. Met me because obi say a G bounce. Make I ne pa. Sampling for no. Unumakodin komo.
Okay. Question I be saying, because winning. In December, I put up my intention in February. In December, I was sitting down quietly. Remember, now. So my wife asked me, now I don't know why so disturbed. I'm not disturbed. Many naji. No say I I'm si brunye. Wa chedi bi am de ba chem ko bi. Na nye se me pride me ko wan ase abuka no won kasa. There are 10 patrons, no 10 council of elders, and 10 patrons and existing executives. When you na beto abama. So I made hampers for all the 20 of them. The first person I delivered the hamper to was Ejiri Blanco, who's the head of the Council of Elders, with all respect. Okay. The Konifio, Mama Konya, Trans, Mammy Su, the Medin Common. No, please me see. Why do you want to be a treasure? And I'm a treasure. No, me. No, say, well,
as I said,
no, say, well, I have somebody who's also come with my daughter. Let me say, Daddy, I'm here because I want to be your father too. Bisam se me didi mi so ye. We win Council of Elders ni nyina ayi ko tru akọ ne nchen. Nya pempe me nkọ ne nchen ya Frank Davis. Because me hu no.
Okay.
Wo nyina ma akọ nchen. Ko Council of Patriots. Ayi te buaf Nanka Bruce. Ma ko nyina nanso. Na me bape also we've heard about you.
So omo say 20 on.
But your 10 no ha 10 no ha.
10 on. To say 20.
20. Ma ko nyina nanso. I'm sure if I'm texting him so one share me. Share one. No one dey nkomo. Wo ma WONTUMI frame me. Bi say me what to say. Nso me wa maybe say because say enye me tipe no won. So ti ase enye me tipe no won. Na fizo won asom party na a che me ntimi nsore. Na me mfa batakari nhye se bere kwako. Amen hu hen here. But you ti ase.
Me ti ase pa.
Nti ma ko nyina na ase including Rahel Tutu, okay, and I done that just about 6-7 months ago. So I had a period engineering machine. The thoughts, not just me, some of them are sitting here, helped me mold up a strategy where I should go there and be submissive to them. Because it doesn't matter. Agra, before me the master BC or baby some question for there's one thing we all need to understand in life as humans. There's one thing we need to put it in our head. It doesn't matter. Irrespective of who you are, we are all equal in the sight of our Creator. So once you see somebody who's a human being and you respect, you give the person the due respect, that means that you know, say, we are all equal in the sight of a Creator. And the Creator is who? It's our God here. If you don't believe in Him, it's well entirely up to you. But the Creator is here. Inti ukwa fanidie mobi. Agra niami ye nyinai enya wo pe ahode pe na mehwe. Baby amedui wo wiase menya me ho a na me nkoye adwuma until 15 years ka. Na efe baby amedui na mebeska. All I want to do is to make Greater Accra back on track. Get it very attractive again. Win elections and that should be me the sambo meboa. Beka se ko fitu mbo afo adwuma ye ni.
Even was aka wo 10 minutes aye na obewie.
Okay.
Na nkrofo ba ko mienu bia send message. Mesra mu ni die ni ebu. Bebre a send message na fa me am personal line. Say mo wo me number nti ya mo mfa YouTube ana Facebook my say the be a yebetimi aka na ye because bebre e dia send afoma ha. Abrante ba ko ewo Achimota your friend Paul. O say man yi ewo nimdie saa nimdie we na MPP amanukun epe na ode kwotra ahefa na afe na oba eno no yebema honorable answer ba koso de aba Mary Owusu ono wo domekwa abenya o say excellent submission. The man needs to be the treasure in Greater Accra ono so de aba ba koso efri Ablekuma West ohona former Eslosu ewo the constituency ono so e de aba o say papa we pa adwen a wo nyina no na ode atena ho saa na bebi a party na akwakodu mumu no na ode ba akwando obenya anka saa nimdie ne fatranse na emrepam no MPP ba power na otima beboa. Because 2028 no enya ade a ebetimi abo MPP but wadwen ni wonim de ebetimi abo Greater Accra MPP amanuku no ono so de aba.
Let me answer that question.
Okay.
You see, Obiana wachire wade or Obiana Obiana wachire say o believe say Pacho strategically if she believes that I should be the treasurer for Greater Accra, I'm pointing my fingers to my chest and I say it again, not being repetitive, that when Greater Accra, we obtain 14 seats, we've won the election.
So Greater Accra, MPP Manuku, in 14 seater, 2028,
yes.
I didn't.
Okay. Nintia Missy, we didn't say. How many seats do the NDC have over us in Parliament?
They have 181 or so.
No, yeah, why?
88.
88.
Yes.
Well, 181. Near 88.
88.
And yes, I know quite.
But Mama said you're 87.
Yes.
87, yes.
You see, all I'm saying is that, if we crave to push up Greater Accra region, that woman will be smiling. The man not texting. The word OJD say, very bad Greater Accra region, then the new region. See, you push Greater Accra region down, we win back the election. You see, when I was so West Wagon, NDC have never won it before. Never. There was a lady who was called Rebecca something, who was into backwards and forwards with George Amu.
I'm a former MP.
Yes. They court na George Amu be fine. George Amu fine we me fema opare by kosia anti kosia be fine. Anti kosia be fine we odi susa ma ejako so by odi susa. Ejako we na Lydia Alhassan ejako. Bye. Odi susa. So we need to ask ourselves, for what apparent reasons did we lose that seat? And everybody should speak the truth. That's all. The finances went somewhere. Some didn't get it. Some got it. So let's place the finances on an even surface. That's it. That is what a treasurer is there for. You need to be able to articulate meaningful ventures for the party.
Obi the message ni bia ba. So your friend na atwe e wo kole cloth. O say eye Kofi Twumbuafo eye obi a obetima ye adwuma no. Na ogidi se anas o say ubetimi ne eye Alfred Boy anas Okoboy ho na betimi na aye adwuma because submission na we ba no very strong.
Let me tell you something. Mr. Alfred Boy, I knew him facially. Let me share and semida. Now, I said me to Nakakra, man, a baby we. See me corn ho. Kon nangasi. Na me born and sour. Manye gidi will introduce him some incoming treasure. Okay. Now, I went back there. So now be saying paying for my corn nangasi. Me corn and nangasi. Could share and say, I'm coming to give you my intention, tell you my intention. Who said, but I know you. I know the one who gave me that donation.
Yes, I was saying,
I would like to work with him. It's no problem. When it comes to Okoboy, he's also a very articulate man. That day, that very day, Tama Obetrans, he was wrong woman to me, you know, or your party paying. I'm sorry, Kuchiano. You know what? He got up from his seat and shook my hands and said, Twumbuafo, it's you I want to work with you. I want to work with you. So both of them, one Benina, whoever wins, I'll work with them. And I'm not going to tell say me people ubi obey it maybe obey winning. Any bait man. Me can coach them say me company my papa we because me name watching be asem. Okoboy, Alfred Boy, any of them, any Okopa, won't go far. Offend them. Okay, to one about the MPP. If you know, my man. That's all. But within Okoboy and Alfred Boy, men to Abama. And I don't have influence of them because we're paying for crime. One benefit, catch on Paco text, your baby Bian. Maybe you so much today, I mean, why age. See, Nana B, my baby, and your casa keke. In Kabum Nima, and ye. And you be, na you know, and can Japoni, Kabum Nima, and ye. Mede, the American, actually, would be a war function, you know. We want to win power.
Honorable, I can't bear 3 minutes. Now, memoir camera name. Now, on it, delegate Akasa. Afa way home. But before answer now, obey your son. Say, what we need a year or what we need Greater Accra. Na ebia, me wo Okanko of constituency. Me bray or two I was so Amadokua. Me bray or two so I was so enough. Now, said treasure for no more home. Omanya issue. Omono secretary and chairman issue. I said, Greater Accra regional treasure. Boa mania. Reaction better you take.
Okay. Brilliant questions. I'm saying, you man my baby, Monsieur Quechi, Minyai, when I see that there's a conflict within, what's it?
Treasurer, secretary, and chairman.
What I have to do is just say, party, no, so far as the hierarchy is concerned, I'm not the head of the party. There's a chairman there.
Okay.
There's a secretary there.
Okay.
I will consult them and I'll tell them what I feel. And I'll wait to make say, any friend, men to me, in sorry court because we're paying for the chairman and the secretary we're paying for. And it's the when be a mayor, so I make convince the chairman and the secretary. You didn't come over my own. We can only do that by negotiation, not by negotiation, by a dialogue.
Okay.
What people tend to forget is that there's a clear difference between a dialogue and negotiations. Negotiations, you come into terms, let's negotiate. No, we are not negotiating. We are having a dialogue. And when you have a dialogue, you come to you retard the dialogue. It becomes a certainty. That is what I will do. I will tell my secretary and my chairman, where the chairman is the back of the entity of the party. Because solve it problem because I'm paying.
Okay.
So once I do that, me a trust, me a casa, maybe a second, my friend I can change. Me say Tobas, say. You see, once we are not prepared to submissive to any of us ourselves, that's where the problem is. Even when you are with your wife or your husband, there comes a time when submission counts a lot. The submission will come through a dialogue, not negotiations. It's a question of that's what we need to do as a party. Because if we are not united, then we are wasting Dr. Baumia's time.
Oh, okay.
It's a Muslim party for no. Ebusia. I actually project free.
Okay. Nebacho unim chairman WONTUMI.
But your Messiah no be 2 times. Obeye Jumama ayese wakutu. No we kropon. At that time no unhumia. Oh hello. Me nimse no nimi dia anas to nimi but we could recognize ourselves that if you're so near
Okay.
To a chairman, yes, no make us. It's make us a minimum me friend and me one telephone number. But mean name say or a madam fankasa.
Okay.
But I always wish that I could be closer to him. Yes, that's correct.
What is the Oba National Chairman?
Who you adding?
It is our share. I did that so no when ya so opposite the Boa party now. With the second spec. Osha a bit me a boa party. Because some more mobile now are very good people. Ejakon, John Bodu, and no chairman WONTUMI. And I say Sammy Crab was a day.
No, Sammy Crab is going for first or second.
First, okay. And Pola Foku, so echo. But don't I say, maybe I you do not premuno. Ye probio, ye popular. Pa, Kachema WONTUMI popular. But popular no, it may we need vote MPP Manukwana. We didn't teach him on that.
Yes. Oh, I didn't, no problem. Popular to me, we need vote to man. But you see, I said America said maybe didn't buafa. Say why you be there, and you to be piano. Nipana I banana. Obi I be there. To me POB. To mean to me in case you we as a messy and not been things we near fano. Well, Chairman WONTUMI has been a very good contributory factor within the line of politics when it comes to MPP. Well, he stands a chance of winning. The other people also stands a chance of winning. But all I'm saying is that, irrespective of because you know why? I want MPP to win. I want MPP to win.
Okay, if that was. She come running. Na any delegates ending combo. Because I'm gonna go to Abano. And July 10th to 13th, say no better Mabano. It's a camera running. Na eno Monday combo.
Yo, many of the delegates. Majo. Monsa Abeka Mensebio, and a day. A trendy upon as I say, ya, to the Bunsian as singing young. I'm MP before. Yawa D. Ni Chimono. By 2028, and Masubio. Young a baby paying Nisu. Na ye be pay ni sunu na ye den ni bitumaya esi ye kan ye humbom na ye dwumaden na ye kofa franka no ye de koma ba homia mesremo nya be nyina muntwa so se bai na koi na ye ofare bai ntwa so. But the most important thing is say ye greater Accra region ye wa hen mwa na madam meko pamocho then bisua mu se papa bi wo friend ko fitwum buaf me din buaf no ana me din twum ye friend den ewure no mawrade merman mu ewure no mawrade buaf no so me ye pata ko age abobo bisuo mu sekan edwuma no maye bida mu pia me na mu pia me ase na me kan consistency with the whole greater Accra region. I am going to empower you depending on what you have, so that we have a self-generated fund within your constituency. Munime. Muya fakese munime. Because I was a national communicator. I cannot quite be a tremo. Semo. My bay, na meya will be. My meka will be a bian was me come and was them. See me pamocho, Danny Ducia. Umchemani, na muncheme.
Jebada was papa ye ne eye Kofi Chumbuafu or bar for Greater Accra as a treasure ama MPP amanuku ene ne de nkomo na sa bebre edu ide ye bema onumnyamfo mo atoaso na de akai odini na aba ba be fans na mo at ebeba no ensem na meka na first efa eye yewura kana Japan ho no MPP for mpanim for ye besere mo wonhwe ne yi secondly timi donate ka e de command microphobia sa ho no ene hu se adwen e ba ditim ya adwen foforo iti JFK wa mo ntrase bebi a ye do ne ye besere party ne hia nka bob iti no ye besere na MPP amanuku no maye motimi afu amaye na ni dina mu so chairman WONTUMI the incoming national chairman dodo na friends ono na emre as a chairman no ono na bebre friend na Kofi Chumbuafu kan you say oye ni papa oye obi a waye bi da aye bi afu because say the Kofi Chumbuafu kan aye bi afu na one ni commanders in di nachi na yentimi amfa cameras na to commanders ne so ba yenya video kakra bi a ye de be ma ono ankasa na otimi dia ye de move no what
nana
baby adu die tam ko ba fa che
adwuma ni nyina ni yi
mesore so na one minua friends Musa Atwaso Mr. Isa Atwaso is Samre Mijama
Isa Nana medasi bebre Patriotic Agenda still live on Movement TV WONTUMI radio sabre no eyade dwumadi no eguso a etwaso eno nti yebekoso atwaso na bibia nso akoso on Facebook WONTUMI online saranso na YouTube no Movement TV WONTUMI radio and afi WONTUMI TV live on YouTube dwumadi no eguso ekoso me take it over from Nana B na dwumadi no etumi akoso eno nti ebre edu de mene eja Isa Ayawaso North constituency of the new Patriotic Party awono Obase communications director no wono ena mene no ebetwetwe enkomo na eni no yetumi ato adwumadi no so ensem no bebre don't forget say NPP amanyoko no after say omo akọ most of the constituencies no enya omo elections no through electoral area de no omo besan so akọ na afi nso no omako constituency executives ne dia eno nso no omo betumi akoto sa aba no eno ena mene eja Isa nso eba betweke nkomo on this note no eno nti koso enjoy the program called Patriotic Agenda live on Movement TV WONTUMI radio with Michael Ofori-Atta and Nana B na bibia nso no enkoso enche eja Isa betena ase na dwadi no mene no atoa so akeke enkomo eno nti ententem so ano eyade a yehwe na bibia nso atumi akoso wobra eja Isa nso etena ase no na dwumadi no etoa so eno nti yekoso na bibia akoso kama right ayade a akanye semano aduonu mienu na minimum say me proud producers no ebebo modern na omama ye bre ni bi etumi aka ho na bibia nso akoso kama enu nti eyade no so no ebetumi akoso right ejeisa aba be coming from Ayawa so North constituency of the new Patriotic Party is there akwaba
yani Mr. Mot
apomwe
nyame adawru maboko
yede nyame as constituency te say
constituency boko
great
na medenchia abema eye movement TV
right
atiefo nyina
omoje so
na omaiga na wiase afa na nyina
right
na machia me constituency so
okay
Ayawa so North constituency
okay
mo amode hia ejeisani
yeah
na ebeka MPP asem
no correct
medamasi
menso medasi ejeisa eba ewo Ayawa so North as communication director na bibia nso etumi akoso ejeisa Saturday ya etwa mu yenim se amanyoku no mo nhihye mu no matumi akwakoto aba eye electoral area coordinators ni ade matumi atomo de
Ayawa so North de emi say obeka ya
you
enche bia na me no ba na mbetwetwe nkomo
no correct
ena me kire say sada no na so far no 12 electoral areas no
yeah
na only one place na I say contest
ewo ho
now so na contest me catch to say
yeah
na ewo 80%
no correct
negotiations and 80%
okay
nyame adawrumanti bibia ko true nti no
agbe na wo ho
ya wie bibia asubiem
ye de nyame ase we mami ngina eno so na me mbisa this very question because na most at times no bet you so by popular acclamation ye nyina yakwa akogye atum in this case bibia atumi akodin no are we saying say bibia akodin a ye nya banta bia ewe akire obi mmeka se wante ne ho ase ena ebia ye kan ne kwasaboa ehye ne yem na nka opeso contest ena mpanifo atumi edi nipa bi aba behom ye nti bibia sa ewo ho na eyade a matumi a resolve bibia ene no ema bibi foforo bia no empopo apana
ya na meka Ayawa so North constituency a
yeah
se ni onimu no ya na ojidi se ebia me praise Ayawa so North executive secretary
no correct
now so me wo ho
yeah
me wo constituency ni mu ache
okay
na minim se ne mpenifo no dwumadi a won di na sa dwumadi e course no won nchinchim obi nsa
wow
omo obia kwan
right
na se obia betimi a contest for any position
okay
a obia pe now so se na mekan no only one electoral area na basa no onipa no so on share time even sa Saturday na twam
okay
ni ono aka se obegina no ono na san ekobo mpinifo amane se
wow
akura maka sumanya ono a wasisi no entiase eni asumdwe ebeba constituency nim ama mputu amba MPP munti no me de eye ma twim dwumadi nyina se na osan so se enkabu munti no obeye adwuma na woman no na ye mma mienu na ekọ contest
wow
na ye mma mienu
wow
so sa ne no opay yi no wono so obo adwuma ebo constituency
okay
di no o mienu nyina no
ombeye adwuma
buma mpuntu aba Ayawa so North
ye de nyame ase Patriotic Agenda still live on Movement TV WONTUMI Radio on YouTube Movement TV WONTUMI Radio on YouTube WONTUMI TV on Facebook no WONTUMI online many Eja Isa from Ayawa so North constituency of the new Patriotic Party one Oba as communications director and Etwetwen Komono after say your name Mr. Kofi Twumbuafo one Oba say Greater Accra treasure Etwetwen Enkomo through minua nanabi ene no edisa enkomo twetwe no ekoso me so many Eja Isa to adwumadi no so yanhwe after electoral area there no NPP ebia kwanya constituency ayade a afidi forms no about mapeja bi
yeah mensa kamidie
wow
na woni say eye MPP Dr. Alhaji Mahmoud Bawumia edi anim no wa kire say digitalization no e wo say edi adwuma nti afuwe
ne NDC dey propaganda no mo ba yen so mabehu so mfa so say ye ntumi mfa nye propaganda no
won hu say se yes ewiase dane a
eso dane
o so dane bi ana sabio emu nipa nyina e dane mu a so wo so wan dane bi a on dane bi o me ba be chiw
no correct
nti some digitalization na doctor e kan won hu nti some won so on the portal no to
page
platform so ana won ma announcement e kire say
okay
on the 18th.
Where the wash my camera no so kakra e dey amami. Yeah.
Na at the saying we say on first a year be online here 11th June 2026.
Exactly.
A year Thursday.
Okay.
And na on here sa announcement no. Efa a year online portal.
No.
It is so komu a na wo so akọ download. The omni say wo download a wo benya wo form no.
Okay.
Na se wonya wo form no wo mu a na wonya copy na me fan say eno na ye receipt.
Okay.
Me fan say full I better to say official receipt.
Okay.
It is say wo ya no print.
Okay.
Na se wo print a na constituency no a year 22nd June na wo de eno akọ constituency no na ye de forms no ankasa ma eno na obekọ akọ file.
Okay.
The basis amni near 1 year ne de na ebi ono a na etwetwe ne na wo koso so a
ebi nso na onya eya adwensakra bi ba decision no
because wo koso a just 2 minutes na why bibia wi.
Okay ye de yame ase wafa wo de
nyame adawru manti ma family kama
ye de yame ase so far call as communication director de mimbisa nipa beye dodo ahe na mo call from communication you know
ayo waso no ye nipa miensa na ye call ye communication side no na side nipa miensa yin onyina so aye adwuma ho na wodi adwuma no toto so de a obi ane wonamba bi a edin a wote wo wasum ni agyaisa
right
na agyaisa no so nyese eye edin keke anase bibi nti no ye eye adwuma ma ye wo constituency nim akwala openi obi nim mpo NDC fo ankasa nim dwumadi amedi ye efo eye MPP some why also no constituency communication side there beji di say enchen kanfo no ho na so me kanfo me ho say ma boy adwuma papa
right ye de nyame ase ma wom omo ene wo contest na mu na makoye mema
ye nyina akoye mema
say any communication wow
3 men ne ko
okay so far say offer processes after electoral area coordinators and then again near Mwankasa Mobabeko at the constituency level polling station me kasa sa anamonya NPP and I say jinenya NPP amanyoko no esi ye no what the toto mo previous electoral college ho how would you describe this feat ya amanyoko no eba ene gradual mo guso a mo achieve matumi akọ polling station makoye elections so ho akọ electoral area afiansa na moba constituency ansa na mo proceed to regional any ade no se me kase describe na sign na uhuno
uhwe we sa process we on for ma utimi say mahu MPP anase maye MPP adwuma che na minim se ne ye beye from police station level up to the national level no even police station kra uhwe last time police station court somewhere ba mu ne kasakasa ne ntoko enukra ehase ma ye lose no firi ho
okay
fisi bebre no
that's 2024 general elections defeat no ehọ na ehase ye free
ehọ na ehase ye
matwase
fisi bebre no anti won ho ase
okay
ena ebinum so etam obi kwa abom 2 o'clock 2 am 3 am near to aba but this time process ni here smooth say na mekano online digitalization ye ka ho asem enti no wo hwe ahyase na general secretary ediba ye na uko constituency ni we nya ko online uko unya online no se wo file ubibia wo ko constituency ni eso wonya ko regional uko regional so a yes wo wanye so a fa ko national ana so we for that process ni nyina awia na ekire say samni no qualify na qualify so a say position a open no say nipa mienu a wo say mko national executive no emma strong one say obia na eseso obegina no say part no qualifying ko a anything e dey registration exercise
no buy
it is qualifying for sir as a so nipa no so one year ahekron ko election na de dodo na pɛ no on choose no enti no amfa unsi bibia yeku
Medasi. Where the me ame checks kakra enso kire say na wo meeting enwumre we na regional national and constituency.
Constituency enkomo kakra na menu obedi ye.
Okay.
Na em say na ya waso North constituency kire no.
Yeah.
Office no on the ato say obia no se nia wo ehia wo ana nia opese wo hu bia no I was so call.
Maybe you map on.
Won't be one upon to.
Okay.
A year penny for never hold. And I miss me, you'll be a office or no so no. May call her anytime, Viano.
Yeah.
Oh, whom is no near Jenny saying, may qua, may share Paco.
Okay.
And I'm the animal public call.
Okay.
And I'm obia so I'm a devil call Bian. And I'm Shabia, I'm a devil call.
Yeah.
Do 2 idiot chilema and then fast bread constituency in the 7 year. And put to ya was no.
Right. But I say we where the ye ba among your same NPP money you went in my men to enko baby a hoya tro kakra. What the honorable Kennedy a compare ko ense nibi.
Mati papa pana.
Ebra mo wo mu yi.
Abra me hu first video no.
Yeah.
Na ntempa ma dwen kire me say old ayibi.
Okay.
Enti me nya daje follow up na me hu si dabi.
Fresh one and so. Oh, they are
na me yam hye me. Na me yam hye me no say. Samre
yeah.
Na eja MPP. Won waso no.
Okay.
Enya say eja say ye kun ye hu na eja na samre wo fa social media network bia hu say MPP. And as I say wo hwe youth ni nyina chese obi e create nyuma.
Sure.
MPP. Enti ama party no mu kura samre enkuranhye. And now, what you say near the atu or my Ghana?
Yeah.
On to aba boni on to ye. Near who's you say, so no one soon friend. This are many ever contaqua. Just say, maybe one mean,
do you think a diversional tactics and answer openina na manyuku ni muno ompese enkabumine odo ebeba sene ebeya 2028 mube to me afamonta mapefra e win elections?
Me jidi say oya obi. Ene wona akumum.
Okay.
Na woye peni a enye niema nyina na ubenya no pepepe.
Right.
Ene obi enso no okwan Yankopon efa so ball no.
Okay.
Me say edin ye kaze Kennedy Japan a ewo man Ghana ha. Edin a waje no. Eno kwa ye subo ayi. Eno kwa esese sumbo.
Enuonyam shekese.
Emma enuonyam she eba.
Okay.
Party onwansi ukwan empremienu na wakọ akansi.
Okay.
Na eye osi ahene otu ahene fo ese samne onipa ye penini.
Okay.
Enti bigidi se enche bi akwa na ye ba ebe ye discussion bi for eye sa position kura ye de ama. Enti bigidi se onipa no a samne ye yi ni flag bearer Dr. Alhaji Mahmoud Bawumia. Se o mpe wasema na woni gidie wo mu a confedumadi bi nche wonsa na wo ye campaign so kura no wo kire se wo ba be bie nnwuma enti wo ba be bie nnwuma de a ennwuma sector no na ode ma wo se de be ya wani so ade hunu a na nka wo pese wo be ye no sam ne ye de opportunity na ma se ye na fe edie biem se asema ba na MPP mma akọ eye Afari hospital ha emi se nie sabio nie otunufo efa ensem obeka ye no wadi ni hwamo pa
when breathing ye on
fi se nka onya eye briefing papa me yini se nka beba sa fi se wo hwe sa eye enhyehyɛ na ababi a na adoda nko ade ne hyase from
omanpani kufo me ntwa wa no because as of even enra ne nsem a okan ye any idea nyina no mehu se multimedia joy for kra abedu bank as started to send your person we can get to us from omanpani
eti wo hwe sa ayi no kra me say wo hwe 2014 a
yeah
na wo hwe ayi satem eye yewura eye John Mama
yeah
won address no wo hwe a tema yewura kufo ede besi ye no won abo modi pagya mu kosi se 40%
no kra
ena on dija ho na adoda nkwa akufo ado
yeah
ebe so mu no on di akwa kosi almost 98%. Sese akasen almost 2%.
To say near na weja de ye wie ya yam commissioner mo se chenchen kan
enye asem ka keke
yeah
wo de wo hwe minority ekọ ho na wo hwe view efiri ho ba ya enkyere se ampa 98% bibia this all be ka se eye MPP nkan wonu ntumu a samre nye MPP na wo aban mu senka nka Ghana fo ma MPP akwanya megidi senka sa onwa wie ama amanfo eye moduma fisi won ba ni won hye ase no won wie bebre nti se obi atimi apagye adwuma kodu 98% ya 2% ya aka no obi abedi okọ 2 years na se wontimi nye eye sa 2% pa ode be ka
ma ye nka ho asem
nti ma MPP fo nka ho asem MPP for was so wontimi ka ho asem e da di kire Ghana fo ama Ghana fo hu ena no so akoba wo hwe ni esi konfo anoche a hospital na hospital so flo so si ho kese na MPP fo bisa se okay wo se ye di ye ni kohwe se die yen aban
ya ewo mu no
ti ewo mu no enti na ama ebi akonfo anoche se ye ko ha mu a e se minority fo nko no ko esu no ko hu se ampa sene ewo nkrata mu no saa pepepe ne wo ho na ye wura Canada Japan emi se briefing no wanya ni ama ne ko ka nsem bi na nsem asam no ka no enye nsem a ebeboa party no
eye uhu ne nsem ne se eye deliberate to destroy the NPP eye deliberate to give NDC another campaign message at 2028 ombe use the etia NPP amanyoko no to make our chances difficult ana
eno na make say eye oya obi ene wona kumam
okay
ne saa oya one wona kumam no ena omma ode ekasa na se mpenifo bu be se se wa ma onyonko antwa nkwa wusu untwa ruru enti wani su adi hunu bia na ewo wani su no enne ye obi de wochina so ye obi fufuro so de enti samre party wo party mu a NDC ne won wo hoyi enye de party ni eye nu nyina pe enti samre a wusu abeye panini de ewo se ne party na na mo bia na ontu no ewo se udi akiri na se wo koye opani a amanfo bebre ehwe wusua na se wo uko kanse bisia yesi ye wo fie nkomo ye wo abontin nkomo ene ye wo edan mu nkomo wo so party ni ba bia na wo bebo pono no
ye bieo
enti se wo how bia na wo penchire mu bia se wo se party na wo enti se wo free media na wo de two media fo animu a just wo agenda wo pese wo set magana fo and I was saying strong one is say by June ye be hu ade obey
June 27th
na che say e ade a wa planning with it enti bi de anwumre me koto sre ye wura akompreko Canada Japan say dimpa wagya no won make e no na dachi bia ye tro MPP history ni din abam fiti woni pani bia on enne on be so party ne ye nema pa so esan abotre kakra won wanyanti no enne free sam ne ko no
yenkai ebinim ti ase o ma ye sensa manfo no
so mo ya ti ase ona wo ye nso a enhwe wo nko a o nchirima wabusuafo so gusu wo party ni wonana no mu nua no mo party ye de be kan wo asem daachi
matewase Patriotic agenda is still live on Movement TV WONTUMI radio enche na many ejeisa ede yenkomo twetwe ne ebe wie akan yesema no be ye insia bi producers ne be ma ye break akra bi etumi ede aka ho we dey quick one sa ensem we ababeto no ene Tescom mo leader owo eho no eyade a okay enti we dey mamento nko eye chairman wo chairman ba kope chairman Bernard Enkibosi yakon o constituency after more year electoral area coordinators elections mobile be fa mo anso mo forms awakofa with the any ade no chairman Bernard Enkibosi yakon ewo ayawa so north any greater Accra minimum say udwumedi e wudi no enye o constituency no enko ape it cut across wodi we need to form a moda so ewo ni mugidi na maye crowd say moda ne beba abeye chairman
eba ayawa so north nko ade a me esan communication adwuma me ye obia so nim enya se bia obia nim dwumadi amedi me di communication science say journalism adwuma ena me ye na me masunda fomu ba bia se Greater Accra se ba bi eyihimu a aya waso no of the
monka ho
dabi chairman yi ni mu oduru aya waso no
obi ansa wo mu ho
obi ansa wo nti se wo dwen constituency a ebeta na chi a won dwen aya waso no na nya de o medi ni hwamo so me na minimenti ameka sa na chairman so ena meka so wo hwe positions na oba na me hwa ajama ase wono ena John Buadu ena Paul Afoko ase won kwa na onwadi chairmans but wo hwe ayi a onyina
John Buadu kra de say general secretary nti
ena ema no ko ye na wo hwe wono no nyame ye na dum we a eye three chairmans ni wadi wo sha ase o constituency ena wo ba regional ena ze se wo ba national enti obi a wa sha ase free sa constituency a wo de aba eye o si constituency adwuma e din pa ho na wo be wini o be lusu efi constituency na se watimi ahodu ho ama na etimi etumpon e obosomtwe aba Asante region ama yi Asante region so no ye di nkunim mienu e de ama party na meji di samre no eye chairman mre emrante enem eyi maba
na ma munya ni mugidie no
se enche bia no me ba no me kan se chairman ewo ho no se si emrante enem maba wa no wono se ne wote no wo de wo hwe wo ko program a ahifo na ye tudi na chi
emrante enem maba na
ahifo so na ye koto aba
grassroots wo ne sa emrante enem
se Ghana man ahifo na dawson
emmabunu no ya
emrante enem maba wa na de nti ne edu won leader eba na ye besi ne hu kwan ni chese ye si chairman hu kwan de a na MPP party no ye nkunimdie ene ye hya ase etiso do men kasi apart from chairman obi ntimi ye obi betimi aye na mmom maso eda form no kire se chairman ba obia ensa wu
me solve this very question I know the biada no many nua na bi especially na bi ebebisa enne ya wogina asendi bia ye wo ne ntwetwede eko benkum eko ni mfan no still modwen amanyokuo no ho na mo pese mo de chairman ba sa ne ma no ede adwensese bi ede ba mo nkomodiem anase mo de no ato baabi still wono de ono a pe
mame nka obibi
ka kire yen
bibi ani ho a echenyi amanfo adwe eye western region ho me kai say na assemblyman election bi e kofi assemblyman bi ensuo no cross nsuo akoye campaign ene owu ye sabi o wafiri mu obi anim si wawu but won ko to aba hwan no to ma no obi a wawuri no to aba ma no na campaign so obi o te ase owufu okra ye to aba ma no na ne o te ase ne to aba ma no ensuo mu owie mu baby ano chairman ne de nko ena nye chairman bia se chairman wontumi ene de nko
medase nonkron abapa ho sema mienu patriotic agenda ebre no aso a ye bepagya yemu we de mema agyaisa ahwe camera ne mu na watumi ene the constituency akasa fache ene obrere wa nuya pani a wo ba Greater Accra na SSS ye man mere bebre wo de wa be ye fie ni pe de ye be koso anyway di enkomo nti no ye be ma obre ebre bebre mu we de hwe camera ni mu na ene o constituency fu enyimre no onu mu hia ye etwetwe enkomo no entwetwe enkomo as far as ugina for a communications director no na fi chia wo mo be che wi ana yetumi efeja yemu
ayawa so north constituency modishie ni agyaisa ni enchia na mesa edemamu na ma kire mo se mu nim dwumadie papa madi ewo constituency nim eba communication a 2024 me na me de speaker any moto eye campaign abra na ma park me pajaro enipa se na be park pajaro na won di moto ebechi constituency nim aye adwuma ma eye MPP adwuma age se eje isa fi se me dwin party no ho kane onipa bia sɛ wo akoma pama bibia me wo akoma pama MPP na me wo akoma ma MPP no na wo se metimi tumi ho ache na mo nyina mo gidi sɛ Ayawaso North constituency abra na yɛnte party nsɛm no agya yisa na ekofa party nsɛm na yɛtwerɛ ne brɔfo a watimi abekyerɛkyerɛ mu twi ama mmerwa ne sabio obi a wantimi anko school so ate deɛ party no pɛ so wɔyɛ saa nsɛm no nyinaa kɔ so a ɛnyɛ obi ya sɛ mosomfo agya yisa ni me na me sa di saa adwuma no mam na saa mmere so a meba no mede nhyehyɛ pa bebree agu kwan mu a mede ba abɛboa ama Ayawaso North constituency mpuntu aba enti mmere no so a akonya to a adehye bebree ba bepre na saa mmere adehye no so yɛhwɛ ne kan bia ni no ho ne wɔyɛ krogin ne obetimi ayɛ adwuma no na mesde maso to fom no saa mmere no obia sɛ agya isa ne de ne ba enti mamonto aba enum ho sɛnea mo ka sɛ na Ayawaso North constituency ye communication ɛwɔ fom no a monim sɛ me so me be pagya no saptem no na mini position bia na me polling station secretary na saa mmere mo yɛ madom a party no communication wa Ayawaso North constituency no mo benya ho mfaso ebi ni sɛ mete ha me bɔ Ayawaso North constituency no di nyina yɛ dawuro no bi no sɛ de be ya party no ɛbɛkɔ n'anim na me ba nso so a communicators no ni obɛbɔ modin bia so no me wɔ nhyehyɛ a me de ba bɛboa communicators ɛwɔ Ayawaso North constituency na masan yɛ akɔ electoral area a me se me san be set welfare fund amam enye nkontompo na enye nada munim dwumadi a metimi didi boa ampase nyame yɛ madom na se de mra party na ɛhyehyɛ no ɛyɛ July 11 or 12 no ma muntie obia ba be ka na asɛm a muntie ma muntie anaasɛ mo de obɛka mo na asɛm kyerɛ mo a munhwɛ ne sɛ abra 2024 election no na wo he party dwumadie bia ɛyɛ fa communication no satem na wugina he na yɛ agya yisa yanwa emu na aga sheku lokochi yake ya kamata mu duka mu yi baki daya mu bari Ayawaso North constituency echigaba Ayawaso North constituency ine zai echigaba communication zai yi aiki sai ba ku oba sai naku dan wanku masoyinku agya yisa na gode muku call alike mu duka lafiya
ami right ebusuafo aha ene bre betimi amaye kwan na yedi dwumedie ni nyina no atumi edies mame fast da pese aseda kese no emfema agya yisa from Ayawaso North constituency of the new Patriotic Party at Wano Oba as communications director and as officer and afi ye nua pani ne ye wofa honorable Kofi Chumboafo Greater Accra Wano Basset Treasure minua nanabi ene no etwetwe nkomo aseda pese no enkoma ye proud producers AB and afi nso no abrantia press chairman ene no okyerema eka ho dendenden eboaye emadwumedie no etumi ekoso aseda pese ebiem enkoma minua pani a wono edi nkan hye adwumedie ase nanabi executive producer no eye Mr Chris Joe Kwaku Nadaroma ene adwumedie nyina no yetumi edebesomo nyame eye adom a na awotwe we nso no ye de akọ na wieye na awotwe fofora yebesi mu no wukuada yawada ene efiada enwumre nonson ekosi nonkon ebrim no yebesan so aba wakwemu ne de Patriotic Agenda Live on Movement TV Wontumi Radio no ye de aba abesomo bidi e de Michael Ofori-Atta Moat me ena me ne agya yisa eto a enkomotwetwe no ene dwumadi no so ye de mawo yame emaye na awotwe a yebehwire mu hwe ohoso ye na nante na tutu wanamo nyina ye yakrawo